All right. There we go. Hey, there's no one in the chat, so I think we should just go ahead and call it. So, thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, before we do that, let's say some bad stuff about people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I do see, and Greg, I know you can see it too up in your window there. There are 6 people watching. They're just not talking.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when someone does finally talk, it's Kelly giving a shit.
Yeah.
We are right on time. I clicked the thing at 5 after 6, like we always do. Pixeltorium's here. Oops. Did I give away secrets?
Oh, it's Derek.
Oh. See, all we have to do is point out that we can see that people are watching and not chatting, and suddenly we get everybody. Hey, how's it going, Livewire?
Mr. Livewire.
Yes,
Jay
happy
America
Easter.
15. Happy Easter. Yeah.
Happy
I'll
Easter.
drink to that.
Yep, happy Easter.
I'm drinking this straight to this time, not on the rocks or not, just straight water. I ain't messing around.
Water. I wish I hadn't seen that because I usually bring a pop down here with me, and I'm thirsty. It's warm here in the Kansas City area, and I know it's even warmer down in Texas. My God, we got almost up to 80 degrees in the humidity, but it was beautiful. I enjoyed it. I sat out on the deck for 2 or 3 hours today. Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah. You know, it actually wasn't super hot here today outside, but when the sun did come out, it just cooked the trailer in here. I mean, it's 82 outside, but it was 87 when I got out here. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up.
I got that joke. Dirk.
Oh, there we go. Enjoying a little bourbon.
Oh, nice.
The wife and I went to. I don't know if you saw it when you were here, Bart, or if it was open then, but they opened a winery, real nice, fancy place, not about half a mile from the house. And I've been avoiding it because of the medications I'm on. I told you I'm not supposed to drink much, but the other day it was just beautiful. Another beautiful day. We've just been so beautiful. But we went up there, and of course they got an outdoor patio. It was just perfect. And we took Betty up there with us, and we sat on the outdoor patio and had a couple glasses of wine. And they had a guy that was, singing some like easy '80s type of music up there. Just a guy, acoustic guitar, and singing it. I don't know. It was a good time. So, mentioned about having some bourbon. We had some wine and some good music, and it was fun. Good times.
Operation Shutdown.
Hey, Operation Shutdown. Happy. We're here every holiday, right? Been here for Christmas, New Year's, St. Patrick's Day, and now Easter.
Yeah, we're hitting them all.
And which episode? This is episode 49, and I was thinking about this earlier today. Is it now, Bart, the only one that hasn't missed, or Poe, have you also not missed one? Or did
I missed. They were digging in my heart at one point, but I did watch live that day.
Yeah, he was
Through the heart monitor, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a near miss because I was at the football game, but
you made an appearance, yeah.
Yeah,
but we're coming up on a year, and I'm really going to put my best foot forward to try to come up with something and maybe get together with these guys. All of us can meet off of here sometime before our 52nd week, and maybe we can discuss something big. I don't know. We're coming up on a year. Can you believe it? One whole year.
A whole year.
Yeah, there you go. If you guys show up and you're in the chat, you're in the drawing for Greg's Stranger Thing pinball machine for our year anniversary.
Sure, yeah.
And he'll ship it for free.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's not going anywhere. But I don't know. We can come up with something. You know, speaking of getting things too, I always forget stuff. You know, have you ever seen? I think we're all Switch owners. You know, the Joy-Cons. You ever see them marked down below $79? Ever? The official. I can't believe it. Sam's Club now has them for 66 or 60. I bought another set just And it was stupid. I didn't really need them, but when they were below retail, I said, I got to have them.
Yeah.
I want to screw Nintendo and give them some more of my money just because they're cheap. But what's funny about it is my Switch, the right one is red and the left one's blue. So when you buy this aftermarket set, you can have them reversed, or you can put 2 red ones on or 2 blue ones on because of the way they're reversed. So I don't know. Okay, that's enough of that. Nobody cares, but I just thought it was cool.
That's the whole premise of our show.
Yeah.
Nobody cares, but we're going to say it anyway. That's,
Yeah.
Seinfeld was what? Show that's about nothing. We're just the show. Yeah, nobody cares, but we're gonna say it anyway. That's why people come. They
We
don't
cover
know.
all things. Sometimes we get the games, but mostly we cover all the rest of the things. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, did you guys have any? I know, Poe, you had some family come in for the big Easter.
yeah. Yeah, my daughter's still here. They're in the house. I'll probably have to play Mario Party again tonight. That game was fun the first 5 to 10 rounds, but when it's a 20-round game and there's 3 of you plus the computer going, it takes hours to play through one of those.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Yeah. So that's cool though. Because soon here, your boy's going to be shipping out. Well, that's Navy talk, shipping out. I don't know. Do you call it shipping out? What do you call it when you're in the Air Force?
He's flying out.
He's flying out.
He's flying out.
Fluttering away.
Is he flaming out? Flaming out. Flaming out.
But so the boy will be going. So is this one of the last hurrahs for you to play those games with both kids?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to make a video. I was working on a video yesterday, but then whenever my daughter showed up, that was it. Video's done. I'll finish that up sometime this week. And also, his recruiter is in the mall, the Monroeville Mall I've talked about several times. The recruiter station's there. So he has to meet with his recruiter again on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And I said, well, since there's a movie theater in that mall, why don't we just go see Ghostbusters at 1 o'clock and then head over and see your recruiter? So that'll be our last chance to see something together on the big screen before he leaves too.
That's cool.
Yeah. Nice.
You need to do as much as you can before he goes, Bo. You'll regret not doing it. I mean, it'll be a big experience in his life, but letting him out of the nest, man. He's leaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good kid. Good kid. Good kid.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, he's the best.
It's funny, we're spaced out just about right here because my boy shipped out. He went into the Navy. Of course, he did 6 years and he's already gotten out. Now your boy's going in. If he does, 4 to 6 years, by the time he gets out, it'll be Mike's boy's turn.
Yeah.
We'll just go right down. So Mike,
Man, Travis was in the Navy. No, he wasn't. He'd kill me. He was in the Army. He got out. And Micah was in the Navy. He got out and then went back in the Coast Guard, so he's still in.
nice.
Nice. Well, maybe all of our boys can get together and have their own show where they talk about nothing too.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, look at who's here. Chaos. He's got the thumbs up and a beer. The Easter tradition.
Travis comes over usually on Sunday. We didn't have a bunch of people over today, but he came over today, and it did go live, and we had some fun playing Mario Golf together. So he smoked me too. If you watch the video, I kept telling him, "Come on, give me one more chance." I couldn't.
Right. That's pretty typical. Jay America wants to know, Greg, what version of Stranger Things pinball is that?
Well, I don't quite know how. I mean, it's the Stranger Things pinball. It's got the latest firmware in it, which I don't remember the numbers, but I mean, it's the only Stranger Things pinball there is. I mean,
yeah. Well, do they have like the different variants, the Pro and the?
Oh, yeah, it's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's the Pro. No,
nice.
What's the high one? I forget the Pro's. The Pro's the middle of the road one, right? I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the collectors?
Okay, now you're gonna make me go look at it. You're asking an old guy to remember stuff. I don't know.
It's Pro, Premium, or Limited Edition.
Operation Shutdown said if he could survive Monroeville Mall, basic training will be easy.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the Pro Edition. And now that I remember what the difference is, it's the Pro Edition, but I upgraded everything on it to be like the top end one, except for the projector that projects a movie on the screen. Because I put the black lights in, added all the options, but I didn't want that camera because they say if that camera goes bad, you can't get another one.
Oh,
so and it's
makes
when
sense.
that screen now has just something painted on it, whereas when the game's playing on the luxury edition, it's got video from the movie showing on that TV screen. But a lot of people were complaining. They said, well, what's the plans of Stern always having that in stock? And nobody can answer that. And they said, well, I ain't buying that.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a fun table.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've played that table. I've played that exact table. We don't want to get started. Kelly will start bringing up scores and stuff, so we don't want to get too far into this. Mike, did you have anything go on today for the big Easter holiday?
Well, no, not today. I had something happen yesterday. I was messing with the MetaQuest 2. I don't know if you guys saw the text on that.
Uh-huh.
So I had to bring everything over to the email, and I got on, and I was like, whoa, there's a mirror here. So I went and approached myself on the mirror on the game, and I kind of looked at my avatar. I'm like, wait, last time I checked, I didn't have any breast. So for some reason, I don't know if Mark Zuckerberg thought it'd be cool to put breast on my avatar. I had to change that. Yeah, I was like, nope. So yeah, I had to straighten that character out because that was weird. It was a dude with breast on there, so changed it back to normal.
I'm telling you, that's another one of those times I thought Poe was kidding. He said he fired off an email to Zuckerberg and said, "Hey, can you do something about Mike's boobs?" Hey, looky who's here.
Hey, Tony! Tony
Yeah.
from across the pond and up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that? You do an Easter show, you bring people from all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony, I just got to ask you still doing any European truck? I have not messed with my Europe. I just got back into doing some American truck, but I haven't even turned on the European truck simulator.
Right. I don't know. I figured Tony, he's probably back wanting to know when we're starting our next big 10-week pinball tournament, so he can put some spankings on us.
I'd like to do that again. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, it'll be coming up here. Yeah, that arcade time capsule. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Mike. It's a safe space. We're not here to
Well, I was kind of enjoying it. I was kind of doing like this on my avatar. Like, no, I gotta stop that. Gotta stop that. So I changed it back.
Clothes to a bikini or something first. Check the jiggle physics. See. Yeah, that's funny stuff. But yeah. So you didn't really have any you didn't have any family or anything come in for the holiday?
No, nobody came today. Yeah, and also when I tried dropping my son off, apparently he doesn't have any his group that he hangs out with. So I had to bring him back, and he's on his computer right now. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly, she knows how to test those jiggle physics. Yeah, we're pretty much the same here. It was just me and Kelly and Shelby, like always. And I didn't even think about it. Kelly was talking about while we were at work, something about making, she did make some ham and stuff like that. I don't know, Easter dinner. But I was like, oh, I thought we were just getting a pizza. It's Sunday night. I don't know that's what we always do. We get a pizza on Sunday night. So, but yeah, so she made a little dinner just for the three of us. So that was
Nice.
But anyway, so yeah, that's all there. We'll end it. The Easter talk can end with a happy Easter Operation Shutdown. That says it all. That says it all. Okay. It's this one. Peace and love. Okay, we'll go with peace and love. So what else we got? We got we did 2 tournaments this week. Greg, you did a pinball tournament. And
let me get those results.
Okay, while you're pulling that up, we'll go ahead and go over. Poe, you picked the big Gunsmoke.
Yeah, stupid game.
Yeah. And,
I liked it. I thought it was I didn't do very good, but it was kind of a cool game.
Greg didn't do very good. That's an understatement, but that's okay. That's okay. You showed up. I don't have a way. I'm not as fancy as Mike. I don't know how to share this screen. So I'm just going to read this off where it finished off. Gunsmoke Mike Seavey, the Gaming Road Warrior, came out on top, 48,400. Only 40,000 ahead of Greg. Mr. Livewire, he came in second at 38.9.
Nice.
I was in third at 29,100. You can tell by Mr. Poestyle's reaction right now. He came in fourth at 29,000 hundreds. 100 points separated me and Poe. And I was surprised. I thought Poe was going to put in the disc. He just left. He's out. I thought he was going to put in the at the end of the day. He was going to say, "No, it was Price is Right rules. It's the closest to 29,000 without going over, so he wins." But Decon 52 was behind Poe at 26,050. Retro Bliss had 17,900, and Greg G.Parker had 8,300. I want to say that Kaos said he got like 15,000, something like that, which is respectable. He didn't post his score, so we ain't counting it. Mike's game. Yeah. Poe was so cool. Poe, if you guys didn't check out the Discord, Poe was so disgusted with his almost get me by 100 points behind. He flipped off the game when he. So he gave the bird to the picture that he uploaded showing his score. Yeah, Poe, you're supposed to sandbag in the practice round, not the real deal. Yeah, 100 points. Yeah, that was close. That was close, and that's a great game though, Mike. 48,000. That's because that's a tough game. That is a tough. I'd never played it before. Had you played it before, Mike?
On the original Nintendo, not the arcade game. So, but yeah. I did when I was playing. I played on my arcade machine, and luckily it's a Street Fighter, so it had the 3 buttons. Right. I couldn't imagine playing with just 2. That'd be chaotic. Yeah, on the 1943, it's got that game on it, but it's like, oh, I only got 2 buttons so I had to play on the Street Fighter.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then Poe had posted a picture, which again I don't know how to. I got to figure out how to scare. I guess when you have at the arcade, it looks like not only do you have the 3 buttons, but you can use combinations to shoot. Like if you push just the left button, it shoots at like a 45. But if you hit the left and forward, it shoots at a less of an angle. I did not know that.
I knew that.
Well, yeah, he's carrying dual revolvers, so.
Yeah, I didn't know you could hit 2 buttons at once. I never tried it. I was just
I knew all that because that's how I did so good.
Oh, that. Yeah, it is deceiving. Greg's score was 8,300, but that's because he rolled it over. It only goes up to 1 million, then it starts over. So that's a 1,008,300.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. You guys are right.
Yeah. Let's see. You guys are right. Chaos said something. he has the X button on the Switch and it shoots left and right at the same time at an angle. That would be equivalent to pushing, both the left and right buttons on the arcade game. It shoots two shots at an angle. I didn't see a Derek score on there. Where's Pixeltorium? I didn't see Derek's score on Gunsmoke. So by default, Greg, you didn't come in bottom because Derek is at 0.
No, I knew that.
I should have put him on the spreadsheet. That's what I'm going all the people that normally play but don't, if they take a week out like Derek didn't play, I'm going to put him on there with 0. So it just looks bad. I'm going to call people out. It's way at the top. Yeah, we know Derek. We know.
I knew that, Derek.
But so Greg, were you able to pull up the results on your pinball?
Yeah, it timed out, but here I got it back. Here we go. First maze, Mr. Livewire 1970. Oh, and this is on what was the game?
Eldorado.
Yeah, Mr. Livewire, 16 million. Hollywood Polo, great score, 13 million, 10 million with Pixeltorium. Okay, he's there at the top 3. Poestyle, number 4, 9 million. Off-Grid Arcade, 7 million. A guy named Gregory, not me, but he's been around, 4 million. Pulp Fiction, 2 million. And then I had to do it in 2 different images because there wasn't enough room. And so Pulp Fiction, then G.Parker on the cabinet, and G.Parker with 3 million, and G.Parker on the Switch with 1,900,000. So I played on both. And I guess it's the Switch that I did the better score on. So go figure.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't. And again, I didn't hear Mrs. OGA. Kelly didn't play, so she's got a 0. So the last place was sealed up with a giant goose egg.
That's right.
So Kaos is going to go through the eShop and get him some Mouser. And reminds me of Donkey Kong, climbing and dodging bombs, catching mice. I don't guess I've ever played that. Maybe I'd have to see it. I'm getting to that age. I have to see stuff. I'll be like, I never played that, and I turn it on. Oh shit, I played this a lot of times. I just forget. But I wonder what happened to Poe. Poe decided, maybe the kids came down and said, "Dad, we're playing now. Let's go." Or he's just really pissed off about that Gunsmoke. Not only did he post that picture flipping off the screen, and I reminded him immediately, "You picked the game, Poe." He's like, this game. It's like you picked it. Kelly totally forgot 4 face palms, and I don't know what. Mike's gaming galley. He teased him too hard. There's no such thing as teasing Poe too hard. He takes everything pretty good.
Yeah.
So, all right. I was gonna say Poe has a video, but we should probably not play it while he's gone. Sure. But Mike, are you picking the game for this week?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right, what are we playing?
Yeah, I picked Contra Hardcore for the Sega Genesis, which, if you got the Switch, you should be able to play it. It's on the Genesis online gaming.
Okay. So it's, let me see. Well, I can't type. Can you type that in the chat, Greg?
Sure. Oh, you want Greg? Sure.
Go ahead, Mike. I can't even remember.
Oh, okay.
Well,
sure.
I just think if Greg I was just saying because Greg, I think if you type it, it goes to everyone's channels.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg.
Okay, I'll do it.
You'll have to do it.
So the game is a console game.
Sega Genesis.
Okay, everything I just typed didn't work. What the hell is going on with the keyboard? Okay.
Mike's Gaming Gala says, tough game. That's pretty much the way these go lately.
Oh my goodness, what's going on with this computer, Mike?
Oh, cool.
I'm getting it.
Sent Mike, Greg, Bart, and Derek a little game for Easter through Steam. Well, that's cool, Livewire. You didn't have to do that. That's awesome,
Yeah,
though.
thanks, Livewire. I'll drink a beer later for you.
Okay, console challenge for this week is Contra, Contra.
Yep. And then hardcore.
Greg just booted himself out of the screen. Yeah, I didn't touch anything. He's not even in the green room. Here he comes. Here he comes back. Greg, I didn't do that. I swear.
No,
Greg.
I'll tell you what. I apologize, but I cannot. Am I even in the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're.
See, what am I looking
Here you
at?
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't type in the chat because I've got hotkeys set up. Some hotkey in here.
Okay.
When I started filling it out, it dumped me right out of the system.
I'll put it in the private chat so you can see how it's spelled.
Contra Hardcore. Sega Genesis.
If you put it in the private chat, I can copy and paste it to this maybe.
Yep.
I might have spelled Genesis wrong. How do they spell?
I got it. I put it in private.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, I did spell it wrong. Hardcore that way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the way Greg did it. So ignore mine. It's this one. Contra Hardcore.
Yep.
Sega Genesis.
Yes.
So.
Also, no continues.
No continue. All of these things are always like the 1 quarter kind of idea. You play one game, however many lives you get, you die, you're done.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can have the whatever's the default on the Genesis on the lives. You can have those, but no doing a continue on it.
Right. Don't continue.
Yep.
Well, I'm actually, and I apologize for that. Like I say, I've changed to a new system, and I've got my OBS set up with hotkeys, and something, when I was typing, something just threw me way somewhere. So I'm looking for this.
You were clean out. You were even out of the green room and everything. I'm like, wow. Greg's pissed. He's like, I'm done.
I'm looking for this Contra Hardcore, though, because I was going to show it to everybody. It is in the expansion pack, huh?
Yeah, that's what I saw when I was looking up the games on the Switch for the Genesis.
That it there?
Yep.
There you go. So there it is there on the expansion pack for Sega Genesis on the Nintendo Switch. So
nice.
Greg, can you go and look up go to the options on it so we can see how many lives you get?
Sure. Let's see. I think to get options I hit these two. Nope. That's not it.
Just hit start. Yeah, there it is. Down to options.
Okay. Come on. And A.
Yep.
No, I think I gotta hit plus. Yeah. Players 3.
Yep, 3. Don't alter it.
There we go. 3 lives. No cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're using it, you gotta remember the plus sign. You don't hit A. You move with your joystick, and you hit A to do the plus to do the entry. So there you go. All right. Well, I'll back out of there. Let me get back here. There. Okay. Good deal.
All right. And then for all of you folks that don't know, everyone knows already, but post your take a picture of it. Post a picture in our Discord. There should be actually on Greg and our live stream going on right now. In the description, there should be a link to our Discord. And if not, every one of our videos has that. Chaos is saying, can we use any character we want?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
fine. Yeah.
And I'm going to use the Mike Seaweed with boobs avatar from the Quest, if I can import it.
That is the most epic character, so I would agree to use that.
Yeah. But
Now, what did we decide on these? I don't mind doing these pinball tournaments each week just for giggles because I didn't have a problem doing it this week. There's not that many people getting in. But what did we decide? You notice I've got my Switch able in here to cross over onto the stream, which was
Right.
kind of fun getting that. But is there a problem setting up the pinball tournament on the Switch? I remember there's some reason why we didn't like doing that, right?
well, anyone that plays on Xbox or PlayStation wouldn't be able to find it. Yeah, so it's kind of unless now, of course, if you play Star Wars or Marvel, then you have to set up a separate Switch anyway because they won't play with anybody.
Right.
But yeah, Mike said, I guess I could have done this too, Mike. You could have just typed it and I could have just put it on the screen instead of doing all that making Greg. Well, it was more fun to make Greg kick himself out. So
Yeah.
that was
Actually, I think it's the A button. I'm afraid to hit it again. I'm going to hit it again anyway. No, it's not the A. I don't know what it was. It was something. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, that's why you were setting it up on Steam, Greg, is so that people could play from the different consoles.
Well, I think this week we'll just play Stingray. And you'll have to come over here and put a quarter in the son of a bitch. I mean, I'll make some money and
Yeah, I think I have Stingray on VPX, so I'll play that way. I'll cheat, but it's more fun to come to your house and play it though.
yeah.
But yeah, I gotta get more of my VPX. Man, my whole pinball thing is all screwed up. I don't know if you saw my pinball live thing the other day. I started out, and since I rehooked up my flight stim stuff, I guess it screwed up my, because the pinball table has the joystick. It basically thinks it's a joystick when you're pushing the buttons, and suddenly none of my buttons were working. I'm going live, and I'm like, I can't start the game. What's going on? And two of the buttons that I use for my nudge buttons, it's like they're not even being detected now. So I gotta look at that and see what happened, why I can't find all my buttons. But yeah, no continues Chaos. That's a hard no.
If anybody watched my premiere coming back to drive an American Truck Simulator, which, by the way, I've shot another one. I just haven't edited and released it yet. But if you watch that one, I did it in 2 segments because I had run into town, so I just stopped the game and started recording again. You notice in the first segment, I'm complaining that a lot of my keys are operating funny. My Stream Deck and all that. I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out what was wrong because I checked all the settings. Everything was perfect. Well, that machine was the one that I was originally setting up Pinball Emporium tables on and stuff. And I had it auto-launching Joy to Key. And every time I started the truck sim, I'd have to remember to shut that down. Well, I didn't shut it down. So it's telling you every time you hit a button, sometimes it would say that's hitting the letter N or the letter something that does something. So I just shut that off and everything worked fine. But I was so afraid that I was going to have to go through and reset all the settings in there.
Right.
It was just a simple fact of...
Yeah, I did the same thing. I found out the hard way. I had Joy to Key running, and I think it was whenever I would honk my horn on the truck, it would look out the left window or something. I'm like, what is it? What is it doing? I'm just, because I use that head tracking. I'm like, I did not move my head. What's going on? And I finally figured out. So, because I only turn on Joy to Key when I play pinball because it's all the same system. You can kind of see better now because where I got the camera, like I'm sitting here, flight sim, my yoke is right in front of me. I turn here, I drive, and right here's the pinball machine. The CPU is sitting right here that drives all of it. So it's all the same computer. So I have to turn on Joy to Key just for the pinball, or it messes everything else up. Greg said enough. Greg's leaving. He's going to find Poe. Greg said maybe Poe's knocking on the door. That's what it was. Poe was going to come and check out that Stranger Things pinball to see what that camera was that Greg was talking about. But impressive. Most impressive. Yeah, it's like a one-stop shopping right here. Drive, fly, pinball. Oh, there it is. There's the real thing. I was close. It wasn't Poe. It was Betty.
Yeah, she came down there to see me, and I had to get it. She was looking at me like, "Come get me, Daddy." So I say hi to everybody, huh? Yeah. There you go. She's my girl.
There's Betty.
Yeah, this is Betty, and she came downstairs, and she just was looking up at me with those eyes, and then so I started to get down to pick her up, and she walked away, and I said, "Where are you going?" Then she finally came back. But she's wonderful, but she's also a little shit too. I mean, since I added all this stuff, I got to clean up all these wires behind the bar. We don't use the bar for drinking, so I'm kind of using it for this studio I got here. But I got all the wires back there, and this little dog can chew a wire in half. I mean, she already disabled all my Ethernet cable to down here one day because I came down, nothing to work. She chewed through the Ethernet wire. But you had that happen too, didn't you, Bart? A dog chew through your...
The dogs chewed through my Ethernet wire. I had it coming out here to the trailer. It comes out of the house, runs along the top of the eave of the house, and then it went down the corner, and then I dug a trench and I buried it from there to the trailer. And in that little bit between the bottom of the siding of the house and the ground, they chewed through it. Freaking dogs. And so I got a new cable, ran it a different way, buried it, and I put something in front of where that little spot is so they can't access it. Came out the next morning, and one of the freaking dogs started digging up my trench. I'm like, you son. Yeah. They're bigger dogs, though, so I can't just punt them. So I had to just...
Maybe if you need to coat your wires, you know, like how the Switch cartridges, if you lick it, it tastes really bad. If you coat it with that, whatever Nintendo uses for the Switch cartridges, and I'm pretty sure they won't want to eat it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
They actually have a spray that I bought to get her to quit. She says another thing she do is she chew my shoelaces off my shoes, and I sprayed them with the stuff that I guess tastes like shit, and she won't chew on them anymore. Yeah, I got a question. I got a question though. Since we're talking about Ethernet and wiring, you know, I've complained one of the biggest problems in my house is the way it's designed. Is my Wi-Fi is crap. You know, I got a combination from Comcast, a Wi-Fi, a modem / router, and you know it's sitting in the middle of this house, but it doesn't get anywhere. So I ordered, and I'm going to experiment with it. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of one. I ordered a mesh Wi-Fi system. You guys had any experience with it? Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. You know,
I've never messed with them. I've heard about it. Mike, have you used them at all? Have you set up a mesh system?
No. Never set up a mesh system before. Nope. Yeah.
Does it come with like a hub and then multiple repeaters? Is that how it's working? Or?
Right. This one will do multiple things. For example, the first thing I understand that I have to do is I have to go into my modem and I have to tell it to go into bridge mode, which means it's going to disable its Wi-Fi.
Right. Yeah.
And then I hook it into this device, which one will go in the living room where the main cable comes in. And then fortunately, I can hook my Ethernet up to that. And it'll run downstairs, and I can run that extension, the first one, down here, so that obviously my office will still have Ethernet, but that means the whole downstairs, anybody that's down here and in that far bedroom, will have Wi-Fi. And then if I go to the top floor, I will have one that has no Ethernet, but it has Wi-Fi up there. It'll get Wi-Fi. So supposedly, the way I understand it is the reason they call it a mesh is it all meshes together. You can walk through the house there's like cell towers. You drive around, you hit one tower. So supposedly you can move freely throughout the house and it'll mesh between one and the other. And Sam's had it on sale and I bought it and I can return it if it doesn't work, but it's going to be here tomorrow and I'm going to test it out.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. So then I guess in theory, they all have the same SSID and stuff. So it just connects to whichever you're closest to and gets you the best signal if you're walking around with your cell phone. Because
matter of fact, they told me in the instructions they said, or the hints I saw, they said when I disable my regular router, they said to name this one the same SSID and password, and that way I don't have to go through the house and change all the shit. Just
right, everything will just connect. That's brilliant. Yeah, because I have the house. I run the Starlink router, and so everything in there you connect to that. And then I run the Cat6 cable out here, and I have that plugged into my old router. And my computer that I'm using for all of this stuff is hardwired to that router with a Cat6 cable. But I also turn the router's Wi-Fi on. So, but it's a different system. You can't just do that with the same SSID, and your phone won't automatically switch. But I have my tablets that I use for the stims and all that. Where's my camera? I have all that set up on the local Wi-Fi in here. And then when I come out here, what I'll usually do with my phone is, because I'm lazy, I just swipe down on the top, turn off Wi-Fi, and then turn it back on, and then it connects to the strongest signal that you have anyway. So I have it remember the two systems. Then when I get back in the house, I turn off Wi-Fi, turn it back on. That way I don't have to go into the Wi-Fi settings, find the Starlink one, tell it to connect. Just turn off Wi-Fi completely on your phone, turn it back on. But I have two separate Wi-Fi systems, because you can get the Starlink Wi-Fi in this trailer, but you're like 60 feet away and inside of a trailer, so it's just crap signal. So
yeah, Derek mentioned that mesh system. Yeah, they have them on Amazon. They have this exact same one, but Sam's Club, I just happened to be up there, and they had this one marked down $40. It's like $88. And of course, I did the thing with Sam's. The people are. I bought those Joy-Cons too. They have those little cards up there you pick up, and then you scan them. Well, they're supposed to put those in the back. They should have a card for every one they got in stock. Well, I noticed when I bought the Joy-Cons, the gal scanned them, and then she just put them back in the stock. Well, the same thing happened with this thing. I paid for this mesh system because they had one of the cards. Well, they said we're out of them. How can you be out of them? You shouldn't have, So, long story short, they free shipping it. Because I was being kind of a dick about it. They said it's free. They free ship one to me, so it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, Derek, it's not lazy. It's work smarter, not harder, right? 2 quick button clicks, and you're back on the Wi-Fi instead of doing all that other stuff. Yeah, the mesh you saw, they're all the same. Not one for the hub, just the one that gets hooked up to the modem.
Well, this one you said you could do both. You could do a mix or match, but the main one had to hook up to the modem via wire. The other ones could Wi-Fi, or you could Wi-Fi or Ethernet. And so I'm Ethernetting one of them because I can. Everything on this side of the house has got Ethernet. Everything on that side of the house doesn't, because it's all got finished ceilings and there's no unfinished places to run the wire unless I hire somebody to fish cable.
Yeah. So Chaos asked Mike, who's your favorite character on the game and who are you going to use? In true gaming road warrior fashion, it's a secret. I knew it. I smell shenanigans. I don't even know how to spell shenanigans, so you're ahead of me.
Well, is Pixeltorium going to play, or is Derek going to play?
I don't know. You never know which one's going to show up.
Both of them cheat, so
Shocker. That's a whole different thing, Derek. We don't want to know what you're doing next Friday night. Gonna use a Chaos character. But
Well, I think I'm going to skip the pinball tournament this week. I think we got one good game going, and we're doing next week. We're doing arcade game, right? And then I'll get one ready on the big machine.
okay.
I don't want to do one on the Switch because not everybody can get in.
Yeah. Whoa, Derek. So, Poe, now that you're back,
We'll see, maybe. Well, I was in the house and my boy was watching, and he said, they're going to be playing Contra. I already know. I'm part of the show, man. I knew this days ago what's going to be played, man. Just come to the old man if you want to know ahead of time what's being played for the channel.
right? Yeah.
Hey, you're in the know.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew.
Well,
I knew it.
dang, there went that. I was gonna tell you that we watched your video already, and while you were gone, but you know that we didn't. You had a spy.
I had no idea he even watched the show. I better tone everything down. I don't smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm the same way. Every once in a while, Shelby will type in the chat, and I'll be like, "Oh, geez, I didn't know she was watching." I know she'll be in the house watching because Kelly will put it on the TV, but for her to type.
Well, usually Sunday nights he's working at this time, but he put in his last day yesterday to prepare for the military, so
nice.
He's off until then. So,
well, can we watch Poe's video? Because I got to take a leak.
Okay. Poe, what do you have to intro this thing? What do you got going on? I don't even know what
it's just for Easter. The game is called Jack Rabbit, and it's a 1984 arcade game. Nothing too impressive, but it's got a rabbit, and it's by Zachariah. Diarrhea.
Right.
The video's diarrhea. You'll see for yourself. So if you have the diarrhea, go ahead and go do that right now.
All right. So here we go.
Hey, we're going to play some Jack Rabbit. Just requested this on the PAX RS for Easter. Just a simple old 1984 Zachariah game from the arcades. Play it here on the arcade. I requested it, and within minutes, Blue Shark had it packaged up and ready to go for me. So, just a very simple game. You can see I already did a test run here.
Hi there, I'm Jack Rabbit. I love carrots and I'm very hungry.
He loves carrots and he's very horny. So everything with this game is like at a diagonal jumping. Stay away from the weasel. We got him. Nice. Oh no. Oh no! We did it! We did it! What's going on here? Did a super jump there. Still Congo Bongo feel. Oh no, I guess you can't make that jump. Alright, that was just a quick little game. That is Jack Rabbit, Zachariah, Diarrhea. 1984 for the arcades on my iArcade. And just maybe something that you didn't know about. Fun little challenge. Not the challenge this week, just a fun little challenge.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Looks
That
like
was a fun little challenge.
yeah.
Fun little challenge, not the
Not
challenge,
the challenge.
not the challenge you're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because you said the Congo Bongo vibes on that last level. And of course, with the diagonal jumping, it's kind of got that Cubert feel.
Yeah.
With the hoppity
I
hoppity.
like Chaos said, though, if it was a little bit faster, it'd be a little bit better, you know.
Yeah.
Just a little slower pace. And it's not
Yeah.
one that I've ever heard about. So, I mean, 1984, you had so many good games in the arcade. That's probably why most of us never heard of it. It probably just kind of faded away.
Yeah. It probably seems a little bit faster, though, when you get on that second level and the whole thing's panning while you're jumping.
Yeah,
Probably
you
seems
have to keep
faster
moving.
than- yeah. And it looks like an interesting game. I'd never heard of it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what the cabinet art looks like on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not prepared. Go figure.
Yeah. Well, there is always the answer, Poe. You could have just said, well, Mike, while the video was playing, you could have Googled it and pulled it up and shared it with the rest of the audience. Yeah. I had a lady today, speaking of Google and stuff, it just reminded me because she asked me about if we have any Holiday Inns in Globe, Arizona, because that's where they're headed. And I told her our systems are not interlinked, so I have no way of doing it. I said, I could Google it for you. And she's like, well, I could do that myself. And I'm like, yes, you could. But if you want me to, I will. But yeah, she was just amazed. I said, oh, no, because we own the hotel right next door. It's an Avid. Same owners, same manager, all that stuff. We can't even see their system to know. If someone asks if we're full, and they're like, well, do they have any room next? I have to call them. Hey, you guys got any rooms? We're not even linked. But yeah, I told the lady I could Google it for you, but she's like, well, I can do that. But what's Greg doing? Greg,
He's playing Contra.
is he playing Contra? He's already on a continue. He's only been there for 12 seconds.
Cheater! Did I just see the rewind? He rewound clear back to the beginning, to the logo.
No, I just thought I thought it'd be fun just to let people see what it looked like. I mean, I I don't think I've ever played this. It's kind of neat. No, I want to see if I have it on the meme system too. But
Oh, and just so Bart knows, this Sega version of this game, somebody did put it on the PAX or us. You could put that right on your arcade and take up lots of room if you want to play it on there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a scary thing with the arcade. Also, is the limited space and no ability to uninstall games. And they start putting out some of these bigger titles. It's like you got to think about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna die here pretty soon. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, this is what's cool here. Watch this.
I knew it.
And he still died right there.
Dead? Not yet.
Well,
Okay, that's enough of this. Let me get. How do I get out of here? Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool, though. I didn't realize that. I play with this expansion pack a lot, and there's a lot of cool stuff on these. It really is. So
Nice.
right. I can remember how to get out of it. There we go.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny stuff.
No rewinds.
No rewind.
Oh yeah, yeah. No rewind.
No continues. Play it honest. I mean, there's no prize for winning other than you get your name mentioned, but everyone else does too. So, what's the big deal?
I'd bring it up on my PC here with the meme. That's what I love about the system in here. I've got all those games on here, but I'll hit a hotkey and I'll delete Poe, Mike, and myself and leave you here all by yourself, Bart. So I don't know what.
Oh, I've been there before.
Yeah.
Well, what was it, just a couple of weeks ago, right? Mike had to go, and then all of a sudden Poe left. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the me show. We went from 15 viewers to 1 in about 12 seconds.
I forgot to take myself out of that that screenshot there.
We didn't say anything about emulation save states. Yeah. There's all kinds of things that we're not going to point out of ways people could cheat.
Game Genie. What Mike uses you use the AVS, right, Mike, for your NES game?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that has like Game Genie built in, so we'd never know what Mike's doing over there.
Right.
But in all seriousness, though, when I play these games and we're playing for fun, like you guys are, like we all are, what does cheating do for you? So you tell everybody you won. You didn't win. You did.
Well, and it's all just a joke. I call everybody cheaters because my brother always said that I was a cheater or the Nintendo was cheating for me, like the Nintendo knew me. I didn't even have Rob the Robot for the thing, so how did it know me? But they cheat for you, and my second player controller would be spiked into the ground. And then he'd go back off to his computer in his room, and I wasn't allowed to mess with the computer.
Nice.
But yeah, we joke. I know for a fact Gaming Road Warrior doesn't cheat. He just blows us all away at almost everything. So.
Right.
I told you, Travis and I played that golf today. And, Cheryl called and said it's time for dinner after we did that live broadcast. And I went upstairs. She said, "Oh, did you guys have fun?" I said, "Yeah, the little bastard beat me. He cheated." And I think he knows I'm that way, and he can take a joke. But for a split second, I could see on his face, he kind of went back like, "No, I didn't."
Well, that game there is a really fun game, and we got it when it first came out, my son and I, and we played it quite a bit. But then he just stopped. He's like acting like my older brother. He's like, I was beating him every time at that golf game, and that's like one of the only games I can beat him at now. So it's probably been like a year. I'd like to play again. Oh, he's probably watching. I better lock the door. He might come out and kick my arse.
You're talking about the Mario Golf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I picked that up only because it was on that Mario Day sale, and I'm telling you what, I've kind of gotten hooked on playing the little challenges and stuff. I think it's kind of, and you can actually play with the Joy-Cons. If I wasn't so lazy, you can get up and stand and swing. But man, playing with the controller in the easy chair with a Diet Pepsi next to you and a tub of popcorn. That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
But I'm lazy for just taking a shortcut to set my Wi-Fi. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, you loaf. What's wrong with you?
Getting back to really quick, I was going to say the cheating methods. I was pretty sure in that last game in Gunsmoke that Greg over here, he was just going to find some other YouTuber that has a channel that was playing it and then take a picture. But then I saw Greg score and realized, no, he didn't do that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I had that kid that single dad lives on the street. My Cheryl's good friends with his kid's grandma, and you've seen him over here before. He's the one I had do little gags like, I tell him bring me quarters, and he goes, if you're not going to play fair, and he will walk out of here and stuff. We've done little gags with him. But he came over the other day and said that can I same old standard thing. He comes to the door. Greg, can I play some pinball? I said, you got any quarters? No. Oh, geez. Okay, I guess so. But I said, I want you to play this Gunsmoke for me. I want to see how you can do. Is what for? And I said, well, I'm in a competition. And I said, I'm going to video you do it and just cut me out. And maybe we can do something here. The kid couldn't even beat my low score. I told him, go home.
Yeah.
What use are you to me? You just get out of my house and come back with quarters. Nah, he's a good kid.
I had an old guy in my neighborhood growing up told me he had Popeye arcade and candy, but all I did for the next week was put the lotion on until the SWAT team came. So there was no Popeye.
Your eyes be popping, but for the wrong
reason. They waved at you.
Mike had a visitor. All right. Oh, how funny. Yeah. Never forget. Yeah. See, I always had when I had my real pinball machines, I just had them set up to free play. And, but I told the one neighbor kid, I think I told the story before. He came over, asked if Jason was home. I let him in. He went downstairs to my theater room, grabbed a candy bar and a Coke, went upstairs, played pinball for 30 minutes, and then left. Never even went to Jason's room. So when he came over the next time, he said, is Jason here? I said, yeah, but you need to go talk to Jason. If you do that trick again with the pinball one more time, I'm setting him up to where it takes quarters, and I ain't supplying it. He stopped you. You can do that? I'm like, yes, and I will. Yeah. Grabbed a soda and a candy bar, went up, played pinball, and then left. Jason never even knew he was at the house.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Like,
I've got this. I got this old 33 LP that has been melted into a bowl. That's when I throw all the quarters in. I buy rolls of quarters so people can play. But there's been some guys I got that come over here that love to come over and drink my beer and play pinball, and a couple times I've just moved this back to my office. They go, where's the quarters? I go, I don't know.
Yeah, really.
Bank up the street. I
right? Yeah, that's funny. Derek, you gotta try to keep up here. Greg is explaining how he cheated at Gunsmoke, but the kid didn't play as good as Greg, so no, he didn't. Yeah, Derek's a little slow. He doesn't listen to the whole story. He only listens to the beginning of it.
And like I say, there's no advantage to cheating, but I did, and I admittedly did. I told that kid that I just thought it was funny. I said, "Can I play?" And I said, "Got to do real good at this Gunsmoke. I need a good score." Shit, what is wrong with you?
That's funny.
I've never seen that game before. I've never seen it.
Yeah, neither did I, and I'm old, so at least he's got youth. He should be able to play it faster.
I told him,
like most of these. Oh, go ahead, Greg.
Well, I said you should know the game. Mr. Poestyle plays it on his channel.
Right.
He says, "Who's Poe?"
What?
He didn't even know about your channel.
Oh, is that why you let him stay? You figured he was a good guy?
I heard most preschools put my channel on for nap time. They don't even get that. How's it going, everybody? Time for another great Mr. Poestyle, and then everybody's gone. They're done.
But it shocks me. This kid actually said, "Do you ever watch the Gaming Road Warrior?"
You're like, not anymore. Did you say to the kid, do you ever watch G.Parkers Arcade Room? And he's like, no. That guy is a loser.
Why would I do that? Why?
You should just watch it one time. You might find something familiar. You know, pull up. You should do that. Pull up your channel while he's in your arcade. Have you ever watched this guy? He'll be like, no. Doesn't look familiar. Kids. Oh man.
The kid's actually. That's what I need to do. He's actually, for 11 years old, he's actually a good guitar player.
No.
That's what I need to do. I need to have him do a little concert on the G. Parker Arcade channel.
There you go.
Get out your ukulele.
He could probably write your song for you, your intro.
Yeah. He has picked up the ukulele. They're tuned completely different, but he actually could. I mean, he's not trained. His dad's a guitar player, and I guess he just, some people can just do that shit. They hear it and they can do it. I mean, I can't. But
yeah, we've seen your videos.
yeah. Hey, Facebook was paying me pretty good there for a while till they changed it. They realized they were paying too much money to people for doing stupid shit.
Yeah, but that was a brilliant plan. Your jokes made your ukulele playing sound better.
Yeah, but the jokes were pretty sad too.
Right? Yeah, that's the beauty of them, though. The beauty of them is the bad joke.
Yeah.
I love a good bad joke. But all right. Anything else going on? What else do we need to talk about today on this big Easter holiday?
You get to talk about everything again. I missed it all.
Okay, we'll start over.
Welcome to the show.
We're out here.
We need sometime to just break to our sponsor and kind of regroup. I don't know,
Yeah.
I did see earlier that Mike's Gaming Gala was here, and he did have his live drawing for his giveaway right before we came on. I missed his live drawing, but I didn't win anyway, so screw it. I won't mention it. Oh, too late.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tonight, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't get to catch it either. Yeah. But he's got a good channel, though.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Homebrew. And he does the Gamer of the Month. He's the Gamer of the Year winner. He's the host of Gamer of the Month. So
nice.
Yeah, I knew a guy that was up for that one time. He lost miserably, but
miserably.
Yeah. What are they? They picked
Cheaters!
4 people. They picked 4 people at a time, and Poe came in 5th. It's weird.
I even lost behind the guy that lived in Laos or Kenya or wherever he was from.
Yeah.
I really didn't know how to track how you were doing in that. I didn't really pay attention. At first, I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and then it was just kind of like, well, I got to downplay it because I didn't come anywhere close to winning. But I did make good friends from the guys that I met on there.
There you go.
They're good people.
Part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good part. Yeah. Did you try maybe singing karaoke to Filipinos? That's one way. that's one way to increase.
That's probably the only votes that I got were for Old Poe. I haven't even seen Old Poe for quite a while. Actually, anytime Old Poe opens his mouth, I lose another dozen subscribers.
One guy I've met, though, just over the recent few months, because we've been doing some of these things and these challenges, and I enjoy watching the show. Again, I get on there and comment, but his show's live when I'm at the gym and getting my little cardio on, and I can't say too much because I'm not in the gym, but I do enjoy watching Retro Bliss, and I want to thank him again publicly because he always mentions the group here, the show. He puts in a little plug for us, and he seems to always get involved in one of our games, each week. So I do want to thank him. Seems like quite the nice fella, and I do enjoy watching his channel. So that's my little. I'm going to say something nice about something maybe for a change. So that's who I'm going to say it to.
Yeah, he always cracks me up if like 3 of us show up to his live stream. He'll be like, "Oh, all we need is." Like if Mike's not there yet, all we need is Mike, and we'll have the Fantastic Four. He always,
and he's a friend that goes way back with the 3 of us. We've known him since we've known each other, pretty much.
Yeah.
For a long time. For a moment there, I knew him when he first started out. Actually, was a subscriber from my old channel, so I knew about him when he was starting out and stuff, and I watched his Atari stuff. So. Yeah, I knew Richard Bliss, and I was shocked when remember when we used to have our old show, he'd pop in. So oh yeah, I watched that guy.
Yeah, good guy.
If we're gonna get sentimental, then we might as well finish, because I'm gonna have to get. So I'm just gonna, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna just jump in with a final thing for me. I want to thank everybody though. I'll tell you what, Derek, we all pick on him. Does a great job with the Discord. Thanks, Derek. Seriously.
Thank you, Derek.
You're a cheater and you're a pain in the ass, but you are loyal.
Thank you, Easter Bunny. Bark, bark. Remember that?
I want to give a shout out to the United States of Chaos.
Right.
Chaos is with us forever in our hearts and our minds. Well, sometimes
which
in our
chaos?
Minds. Well, I don't know. Isn't that the same guy?
I think there's like 4 versions. I'm not sure. They're all related.
Betty just heard his name and came running down here again. But anyway, no, I think we got a great bunch of people, and I want to thank everybody. I am going to have to step out because it's getting that bewitching hour. And if you see behind me, I got 20 minutes worth of shutdown to do back here. So.
You need to set up the clapper.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'll tell you what, though, since I've moved in here, I'll tell you what, I'm just having a lot more fun down here because I can move around and play. And Travis came down. We played pinball. We played the golf game, but it's really shaping up. I kind of let it get a little behind when I was not feeling so well, and got down here and really gave it a good clean, and I'm just having a ball with it. So, as you all are. I mean, we all have our cool places. Mike, I love yours, and your Atari signed Poe is fabulous.
Thanks, Derek. Pixertorium.
I still crack up because we all do the same thing when we try to point something out on our screen. We don't know which way to go. Yeah. Craig over here somewhere. I don't know which way he's going. Yeah.
You all have a good night. Betty's down here looking at me like, "Get up, Dad. I need something." So I'm gonna let you guys get. I'll see you next week, and have a good one.
All right. We'll see you. We'll see you, Greg.
See you, Greg.
Good night.
All right.
Did he leave? We can't see. Did he leave?
Yeah, he left. He waited for about 4 seconds. So now it's fair game because we got about 10 seconds till he can pull us up on the phone. So yeah,
depending on whether his mesh is working or not. Oh, he don't have the mesh yet.
He doesn't have the mesh yet.
I'm going to be playing mesh pretty soon.
Oh, nice. Nice. Is that on the coming up agenda?
It is, right along with Strawberry Shortcake was, and now that one's done with. 2 people watched that, so I'm proud of myself. It was me. And then me again checking to see if anybody else watched it. So
no, I watched it. I love that's pinned on my watch later.
Yeah,
on my YouTube on both channels.
Much later.
I'll tell you though, it's funny because in the beginning, when you were playing the first couple levels or whatever, and it's like, wow, this is like the simplest game ever. And then all of a sudden, it's like match up the character with the song. And you're like, what? I was
That was messed up. That took me by surprise because I'm reading the instruction manual as I'm playing along, and I'm like, "There's no way in hell I'm doing that."
right.
Remembering that, especially when you get to where the sun's going across the sky as your timer.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening. I don't know anybody's song.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my gosh, what song is that? I don't know. But yeah, that's so
You
it
see,
does get kind of tough.
It's trying to push you to watch the cartoon. That means you're not a true fan if you didn't watch the cartoon.
Yeah.
I feel
Mike
very
knew all
bad about that.
Mike knew all the songs right off the bat. He was just like, come on, Poe, that's clearly the Blueberry
I
person.
was screaming at my TV. It's like, come on, you know this.
That's Chef on Mist. What's the matter with you?
Damn, Eric, you all still here? We've been known to just sit here, just jibber jabbering for 2.5 hours. So,
Well, yeah, we came close to 3 hours a couple times. So
yeah. Yeah, let's see, what do we got? Poe, I can't even tell what those icons are. And I'm back. You're back. And welcome back.
welcome back. Uh-oh, that means we need some acting. Welcome back. That was a good show, huh? There should have been a welcome back. There should have been a welcome back Cotter Atari 2600 game.
Oh, that show was hilarious. That show was amazing.
Have you ever listened to his album, his comedy album, back in the day? Gabe Kaplan?
No,
Yeah.
I've never heard his comedy stuff.
If I remember, I'll send you. It's on YouTube. Just friggin' hilarious. And of course, it's him uncensored. But it was before that show started, where he's doing the characters that ended up being on that show. That's why they had him do the show, I think. But he's talking about Epstein and Horseshack and all that stuff. And
all the sweat hogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an amazing show. I loved that show when I was a kid. But yeah, they don't make shows like they used to.
No.
They just don't. They try, because they try just to remake the shows that they used to make. We'll take the good shows from the 70s and 80s, but then we'll put all the shitty aspects of the shows that are modern into them and wonder why they don't do well. It's like, we'll take out the good parts, modernize
Well, it's
it.
something like that. The Sweat Hogs were kids that they were normal kids, but I guess now you would call it a learning disability. I don't think the Sweat Hogs cared enough to learn, so that's why they were in his class. He was maybe a remedial type class, but now, I'm sure they would have to have a totally different angle on it if they wanted to make something like that.
Right. But on one side, though, it was a very diverse cast. They had all kind of races and girls and guys and all. So that way they were ahead of the times.
Yeah.
But So what is coming to Pinball FX was thrown out here. I did see they are going to have the Pinball Bites. I don't know, man. I got to start bringing my phone out here because all that stuff's on my phone. It's going to be. We're pretty sure it's a Zen original table based on another game, and I can't remember what it was because someone pointed out in the little promo clip for the Pinball Bike show he was wearing a shirt for that game. So it's going to be
based on like a video game or an arcade game, or
it's a video game of some sort. I'd never heard of it. Big surprise, but and I was just loving it because I saw it on the Pinball FX Facebook page. So you know how I am with all this stuff. I was loving it because as soon as someone pointed out that it was going to be based on this game, so it's going to be all the Williams people were just freaking out. Why aren't you doing it, Williams? Oh, it's always a Zen. It's like, because Zen is in the business of making pinball tables.
Right.
That's what they do. They do Williams as like a side gig to be nice. But I held back. I didn't respond. I just wanted to tell these people, if you're that big a Williams fan, and I'll say it here on the show, if you're that big of a Williams fan, invest in getting a computer that can run VPX, because then you can get all the Williams tables, all those Gottlieb tables. You can get them all and put them on your thing. You don't have to wait for Zen or for someone else to make them. Just download them. And some people will be like, "Well, I only play on Xbox." Well, then you get what you get, But Zen is in the business of designing and developing and making pinball tables. The Williams is just kind of a bonus thing. So,
Vanessa Williams?
No, Vanessa.
She was
Williams.
kind of a bonus thing. Remember when she showed up naked there? Oh,
yeah. She was Miss America for like a month, and then
and then naked.
Was it Gucciani? Is that the guy's name from Penthouse? Wasn't it that had the pictures? And suddenly those pictures showed up. Yeah. I think that was kind of cheesy though that they took her crown away.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. See, we do talk about absolutely everything here, but it's all nostalgia.
Absolutely everything. I did see the pictures, and I will say I liked her boobs better than Mike's avatar's boobs.
It was a good picture. Google it.
Mine were pointy though.
Yeah,
Like Laura's. Laura Croft. PS1.
PS1 Laura Croft.
Oh, Gaming Road Warrior. So nice, so hot. Want to touch the hiney?
They should have had Madonna play Lara Croft, because she always had them pointy bras back then. Derek says, "Yeah, I need to get back to get some more VPX." Yeah, if I had my phone though, I feel bad now that I can't look that up.
We're leaving it, Derek, to turn it from naked women back to pinball.
Back
nice
to pinball. Yeah, that's Derek. We can always count on it. Yeah. So.
And I played Cash Cow this week. What a fun game that was.
I was going to ask you about the big Cash Cow. That came out for the arcade.
Yeah. They did the package deal, which that kind of stinks. But you know what? I'm like, you know what? I paid $15 for games before. You get 4 games here if you don't already have them. Now we do.
Right.
You and I both had Donut Dodo. I said that in my video. I bought Donut Dodo for the Switch originally because I didn't have the arcade. Then I got the arcade and I bought Donut Dodo when I got it before they went under, because we were never going to be able to have games again on the thing.
Right.
And now I bought it again. So I bought Donut Dodo a third time, but this time it was in the bundle. And I did have Sir Love-A-Lot already. Now the other one, Siggy or whatever, I had that on the VCS. So I didn't have it on my arcade. So at least I could add that to the arcade.
Yeah.
But that's how you have to buy it, Cash Cow, for the arcade. Now, for other systems, Steam, and it's coming out for Switch in September, I think it's like $5.99 just to buy the one game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of, it's the principle of the thing, I guess, is what really gets me, because, a lot of us that had arcades when Donut Dodo come out, we jumped right on it and it's a great game. Don't regret that for a second.
Right.
But to put a game out and package it with games that have been out for a long time, and I didn't buy the package before, but some people had all of those games. It's like, so now I got to pay for all 4 games to get the one that I
want. Right.
Now, and I missed out on they had it on that sale, so you could get
spring sale, like
the spring
half
sale
price.
For like $8, $7.99, $7.50 or something like that.
Right.
And if the Cash Cow was not out then, but if you bought it during the spring sale, they would give you the Cash Cow when it came out, is what I understand. So, yeah. Well, wait a second here. What's this? I miss arcade. Well, why did you get rid of your arcade? Do you not have your arcade? What's the story behind this? Because I still have.
There were a lot of people that ended up bailing. They weren't getting the games that they wanted before the bankruptcy was even announced. And then whenever the bankruptcy happened, do you remember? Me and you were both in some of those groups. People were like, "I'm out of here. Mine's going up for sale. I'm gone."
Yeah.
And then this MIA thing came up, Mystery Interstellar, whatever,
Right.
and it's like, it made this thing like the greatest thing on earth as far as I'm concerned. Because a lot of these games, like I said, some of them are my first time playing, and the challenges are close to it for these arcade versions. I knew they were out there, but I played the home versions. We didn't have arcades everywhere here, and when I did get to them, you had to kind of be sparingly with the quarters. Which game do I really want to play here? So some of these games that we're playing now are like my first time actually playing the arcade version. But I love it. I love adding all these classics to it.
Yeah, I got. See, I don't know where I'm pointing. I got Tapper going over. I don't. Poe, you're looking on your phone, so I don't know if you can tell. On a bigger screen, people might be able to tell. I got Tapper going on my arcade right there. Yeah. So he still has it. It's just the culture community I miss. Yeah, there's a whole new community though, with all the modders and with Glenn putting out his deck. And
Yeah.
did you buy the MIA chip, J America? Did you buy that chip and put that in, or did you get Glenn's deck? Because Poe and I both did both of those. So now we have the trackball. We have the best invention ever, the push button 4-way, 8-way switcher.
Oh, that is beautiful. And the spinners.
And the spinners are on there.
So you can play games how they were meant to be for the most part. And the community is putting out special configurations for games that you might not have been able to play the right way before. Twin stick games. We can do that easily now.
Yeah, and some of those, like the what's the super off road, you can steer with the spinner. So it's like a tiny steering wheel. That's pretty cool. And then
Glenn came out with the Target Pro, the Sendin. And I have a video that I made the other day, but I got to edit it. I need to get that out. Really cool game on there called Zombie Raid. So that was, I really liked the graphics, the cartoony nature. That was a fun game. I just haven't had time to put that video together.
I was bummed with that game because it does not work in 2-player.
Oh.
Because that was actually going to be our first Light Gum 2-player Tuesday game. Was going to be that Zombie, and it didn't work. And I was like, what the heck? So that's when I went on to the Discord, PAX R Us, to find out. And I saw a few people that say, hey, these games do work in 2-player mode. So we've been picking through those. But yeah, that Jurassic Park, that's a crazy game. I'd never played that before. It just never stops moving. You're going the whole time. I thought Kelly was going to get car sick a couple times. Hey, Mike's Gaming Gala. He's still here. We're back.
Mike's Gaming Gala. Yeah, I do have stuff sitting there. I did stuff for the Amico before my laptop crashed. But luckily, I uploaded them to the Mega file site before my laptop crashed. So I have some videos there that I need to pull and do for the Amico. And but now then I did this Zombie Raid one a few days ago. But then I wanted to do Cash Cow, so I got that one out there right away because I wanted it out there where it was still fresh, kind of let people with iArcades know. Not that anybody at all is watching the channels, but if they stumble upon it and they have an iArcade, here's the game that you can buy right now that's brand new. And then the newest one I'm doing, of course, Mike knows, Gaming Gala, is the Atari 400 Mini. So, I do have at least 3, maybe 4, 5 videos that are all, some of it's shot, but not all of it. So,
all right. That's good. Stuff to look forward to. Sweet, says Mike's Gaming Gala. I'll put it on the screen so Poe can see it. Yeah. So, Mike, are you you're still working on some stuff?
Prior to when the show started, I was actually working on my video. So, it's going better. I had to actually scrap. I had 2 videos. So, like the first one I didn't like, and then I started the second one, and I had to scrap it. And then, but the third one I seem to like a lot better. So that's the one I'm kind of working on right now. But nice. Just so you guys know, I know Derek's wonder what kind of secret. But after that, I'll let people know I'm going to be doing Ninja Gaiden. It'll be the video after the secret video. So I'm going to be doing that because I already beat the game. I recorded all the game footage. And this time I wrote the script myself. So I'll be doing that. That way I can kind of put out more videos because, doing it once a month, it's like, I got to find a little bit easier way because it takes a lot of time to do all that stuff. But I think if I do the small retrospective videos, then I can get more videos out on my channel. So that's what I have planned going on. And lastly, my brother contacted me from Hawaii, and he said, hey, because me and him, we play Call of Duty Warzone all the time with my other friends, and he's like, you need to pick up Helldivers 2 for the PlayStation 5. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and checked it out, bought it at Best Buy when I got my headset too. And it wasn't bad. It was only $30, $29.99, and it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of Destiny, but if Destiny were set on, you guys remember that movie? I'm trying to think of the name.
Debbie does. Oh.
Ron Jeremy, no. No, Starship Troopers with the bugs.
Oh, yeah.
On it. So it's like that, and you're diving onto these planets with these bugs and stuff and hunting them down, kind of like Destiny. So it's a third person perspective, but you play with other people. So I already did the tutorial. So I did message my brothers like, hey, whenever you're ready, let's play that. And I told my other friends that I usually play Call of Duty with, and they're going to buy it for PC because it's cross-platform. The only thing is it's not for Xbox. So if you have an Xbox, I don't think you can play. But it's for anybody that's got a PlayStation and also the PC, so we can play together. So I'm looking forward to playing that. I did the tutorial. It's a load of fun. It's actually pretty funny too. So they kind of have that humor from Starship Troopers. They do have those advertisements like joining the fight, so they have that humor spread in. It's like kind of funny. They had the commercial with the family, and they're on Earth, and then all of a sudden there's this bug that attacks the family members, and it's like, oh, and the husband gets sprayed with a bunch of blood, and then he joins the service to go fight bugs, and that's how they recruit people.
Nice.
The best ad that I saw in a movie was what was that movie called? Well, I shouldn't even have said anything. I can't think of the name now. But the one where the dude gets frozen until the future, and then he wakes up and he's the smartest person on earth. And they have a billboard with a guy with cigarettes, and it says if you don't smoke such and such brand, F you.
His lawyer was watching the show. Ow, my balls. Yeah. Retro Bliss was asking what the game of the week is this week. It's Contra Hardcore.
Yep.
Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis is what we're playing.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
But you can play it on the Nintendo Switch. We found out. So it is available on the Switch. Idiocracy. That is a hilarious movie.
Yeah. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I think I'm in the wrong line. I'm actually supposed to be getting out of jail today. Fat guy sat on my head and everything. Like, dumbass, get out. And they let him right out of jail.
Yeah. Electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes. You drink water like that stuff that's in the toilet.
Toilet water on the plants? Oh.
The doctor is like, okay, we know the problem. You're like retarded or something.
Yeah, that movie was hilarious.
Put this one in your mouth, this one in your butt. Oh, no, wait. Put this one in your mouth and this one in your butt. Great movie.
Yeah.
I got to watch it again.
I didn't see no plants grow out of the toilet. Yeah, that's the scary part. Mike's Gaming Gala hits it. We're living in that world. We are rapidly approaching that world. Oh.
He's knocking on the guy's door and he's like, I'm baiting.
He has like the toilet thing right on his chair, so he's watching TV, taking shit at the same time.
And that's his lawyer.
That's his lawyer. Why come you don't have a tattoo?
Oh, what a great movie.
It's a documentary now. Oh, that's hilarious. Such a good movie. Oh, scary. Yeah. A lot of quotables in that movie because the whole thing is just President Camacho.
Yes, President Camacho. I love that guy.
It's like all the smart people waited too long to have kids, but all the dumb people were just having kids like crazy. Oh, man.
Oh, good times. Good times. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I got to watch that movie again. It's been a long time. Man, I got a backlog of movies to watch now. I found a guy, what's he called, on Cobweb or something like that on YouTube, and he'll do shows of like the top 10 vampire movies from the 50s and stuff like that. So then I start going online, especially the old ones. You can find them. They're just public domain at this point. But just got a ton of movies from watching that guy's channel. It's like, man, gotta watch this. Cool. Gotta watch that. Gotta watch this.
That's cool.
Yeah. Kelly said Cobweb. So I have a huge backlog of movies that we got to start watching. But yeah, I got to work tomorrow.
What?
That's crazy. Yeah. I tried to pull the old, it's April Fool's Day. I can't work on April. I get enough trouble messing with people at work. I had another couple today that checked out, and then they put their bags in their car, and then they came back in to eat their breakfast. So I went over to them, in deadpan face and say, just so you folks know, you've already checked out. So technically you're not guests here. I'm going to have to charge you for breakfast. And so tomorrow it's just on. I don't know these people, but now the guy that normally works during the week, his mother has a doctor's appointment, so she's in her 80s, and so I figured that's a good enough reason. I'll work for you. I'm actually, and then she has a follow up in 2 weeks, so I'm working Monday, and then I'm working the 15th, which is a Monday, and then of course the Monday in between there is the big eclipse.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
We're going to be taking the road trip over to further east in Texas, and hopefully get some good pictures and stuff of the full eclipse. It'll be coming up near your area too, Poe. But
yeah.
Last I heard, I think to get to totality, you would have to go up to like Erie, right? Somewhere over in that area.
I think so.
I mean, you could go into Ohio, but who wants to do that?
We're going to be pretty busy anyway. We'll be taking my son to Pittsburgh to get ready to leave, and we'll be leaving the day after that and stuff. So.
Right, but we're going to do that. And I went when I had my doctor's appointment. I went and got my eyes done because when my car got stolen, those jerks messed up my glasses. I never did get new ones yet, so I'm still running on my old glasses. And they're like, "Yeah, they'll come in on the 6th." They should be in on the 6th. And I'm like, well, that's a Saturday. We work the weekend. And then we go to the eclipse on the 8th. I'm like, I'll be getting my glasses later in the week. But everything we got to do is go El Paso. We can't get anything. Goes right by Mike's Gaming Gala. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think here, if we were to stay here in Van Horn, it's like 90%. But if we drive like 5 hours east, we can see totality for, I guess, it's supposed to be 4 minutes or so of totality. And they're saying that there's that, what are they calling it? The Devil's Comet or something like that? That comet is coming by, and for people that are in the totality, you might be able to see the comet during the day. If you're in the totality range, it'll be just supposedly the sun is going to be like here, and Jupiter is going to be a little bit to the, I guess, the northwest, and then the comet's going to be closer to Jupiter, but kind of between the sun and Jupiter. So that should be good. Yeah, let's see. Northeast Ohio gets it. Cincinnati gets 90-something%. Kelly says it's going to be epic.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be epic.
So you guys are going to be able to see it. I'm going to be able to see it. We've got so much in common. Mike, sorry about your luck. Sorry about your luck, Mike.
Yeah, so much. But yeah, I think it's going to be neat. So we're doing that. So we got it. And then in the middle of that, I'm trying to play arcade games and getting these challenges, but I'm also adding on to the house. So I'm doing construction work on my off days, and figured out that I'm in really bad shape. I got to appreciating all your bricklaying work that you do, Poe. Because
it's been almost 2 months since I did that. Actually, I looked at some Easter pictures the wife took, and I'm like, "Who's the fat guy with the family there?" And they're like, "That's you." I'm like, "What?" I got to get back to laying brick.
Yeah, I mean, I only had to put up some cinder blocks for the corners, and that about killed me. Just one block in each corner. One block in each corner. I'm like, oh my goodness. No, yeah. Bliss got it right here. Round is a shape. Round is a shape. I am in shape. So is a pear. Pear is a shape. That's no. The problem was, because I'm attaching it to the house, and making it so the floor levels are the same. And we just live for people that don't know, we live in one of those tough sheds that we've converted into a house, and it sits on like those big old, what are they, probably 4x12 runners. That's what touches the ground. And you would think, well, if I stay at floor level and keep my new floor level, I'm going to be apparently over the last 2 years, all the wind and dust storms we have, I had to take out about a good 8 inches of dirt where I'm doing this. And it's inside the yard, so I don't have a tractor or anything. I'm not going to hire a tractor to do an 8x10 pad. So it was old man with a shovel action. So that's what killed me. So by the time I got down to putting down the cinder blocks to hold the corners and stuff, I was already whooped. I'm like, geez, since when is an 8x8 block, just 8 inch by 8 inch? How is this that heavy? Why I'm like crawling through the dirt, picking it up. I'm like, geez, but so hopefully I did get the whole floor done. And this week I'll work tomorrow, and then Tuesday I'm going to pick up all the lumber for the walls, stand up the walls, and then I'll do the roof the next week. Poe doesn't like construction talk. Whenever I get to talk to him, every single time I talked about standing up the walls, Poe is left. But so that's what I've been doing, trying to in between stuff. So I got my backlog of movies, trying to play in the challenges. I don't work a lot. I only work the weekends, but and then trying to get this house built, the addition on the house. But it doesn't sound like much. It's a 8x10 is the size of it. But when you consider our whole house is only 24x10, that's a third of our house added onto it again. So, if you're living in a 3,000 square foot house, that's like adding 1,000 square foot to your house. We happen to live in a 240 square foot house, so adding 80 square feet is a lot. It's all about percentages. But it's actually, it'll make the house part seem a little bit smaller, because where our bed is sitting now currently, I'm going to put a wall in, and that'll become a bathroom. and then our bed is going to move out into this new room that I'm putting on. So our bedroom will be separate from the house, but we'll actually, because right now, again, for people who don't know, we use our motorhome as a closet / bathroom. So if it's raining or snowing, we have to go outside to go to the motorhome to go in and use the bathroom. So it's like a glorified outhouse. But now we're going to have indoor plumbing.
Oh, nice.
We already have running water to our sink in the kitchen, but now we'll have a toilet facility and a shower inside the house.
Nice.
So, am I making any construction videos? No, there's enough videos of sweaty fat guys cussing. So that market is already filled up.
Yeah, just watch any of my videos if you want that.
Yeah. Like, seriously, like the second to last, because I'm putting those, I'm using 2x6 floor joists, and I'm doing it the right way. I got joist hangers and all that. The second to last freaking nail that I'm putting in the joist hangers, complete whiff the nail right on my, I hit a nail, but it was my fingernail. It just knocked the shit out of my finger.
Yeah.
So there were some colorful metaphors thrown out at that maneuver, but I'm like, how can I be almost done? And I knocked the crap out of my finger. But yeah, no, I haven't even really, I didn't even take any pictures of, I should though. I should take some pictures to document what I'm doing. I don't know, the city might see that I'm adding on, and then they'll want to charge me for it. Don't tell the county, but I did cement those cinder blocks. I cemented them in, so technically that makes my house a permanent structure.
Yeah.
So I could be taxed on that now. So the tough shit by itself is not a permanent structure, so I don't get property tax on that.
Probably about 5 or 10 years ago, I don't know when it was, my father-in-law built a pavilion on his dad's property way out in the country. Way out. I mean, my wife grew up out there. There's only a couple of houses, her grandfather's house and then the house she grew up in. And they put a pavilion out there because they have the family reunions and stuff out there. And sure enough, somebody flew over in a helicopter or an airplane or something and tried to say, we're going to charge you for this structure. And they're like, well, it's not really cemented in, so it's not a permanent structure. But I mean, they're watching that stuff. Even way out in the country, in the middle of the woods is where this property is, where all of a sudden it's an open field,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in Arizona, in my house, not in my house. I didn't build a shed in my house, just to clarify. I built a shed and I thought, okay, I'm not going to concrete it in. I'll put it on runners and stuff. I still had to pay $25 for a permit, even though it was to build the shed. I'm like, really? It's just a shed in my backyard. No, $25 for a permit. Out here, and technically, I guess if I want to go on full disclosure with my YouTube confession, I turned my house into a permanent structure last year because I added a patio roof and I concreted the posts for that in. So, yeah, technically they could probably, if someone ever came out here, way out 12 miles out into the desert, they could be like, your tough shed is now a permanent structure because you got 2 4x4 posts that are cemented into the ground. It's like, well, one chainsaw can fix that. There we go. It's no longer a permanent structure. But it's pretty rare. Although my neighbor Greg did have the sheriff's department come out to his place because they had he has a couple of backhoes, and they had reports that someone was using a backhoe to bury something in the wee hours of the morning. And he's like, you can look at my backhoes over here. He winterized them, even though we haven't had much of a winter here. He winterized them, hasn't driven them in months, and it's so windy. And it was, look at the dirt that's blown up against the tires. You can tell they haven't moved. And it turns out one of the neighbors about 2 miles from here was burying a cow that had died at 3:00 in the morning.
Wow.
But the sheriff's department came back out to my neighbor here and apologized for disturbing him. But he's a pretty funny guy. He's like, what do you think? I buried a body out here or something? And they're like, why would you say that? He's like, because why else would you come out here? He goes, but if, and then he looked at the one, he goes, if I was going to try to dispose, why would I dig a hole? I would just take off on my 4-wheeler over here, chop the body up in pieces and just chuck it out and let the coyotes take care of it. And the cops didn't know what to say to that. It's like, we got coyotes out here and wild pigs. Yeah, you're wasting time if you're going to bury a body out here. Just throw it out, you know. Shoot, when my dogs died, I buried them out here, and they tried to dig those things up. If I hadn't buried them deep enough, they'd have dug up my dog. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about that stuff out here. Anything that dies is gone in a day. Yeah. Yeah, off-grid living, off-grid confessions. Yeah. But no
New
one knows
channel
where
coming out soon.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody knows where I live unless you watch my flight sim video where I flew right over my property and said, hey, there's where my house is. Come out of town, you go here, turn left here, follow the dirt road, there's my house. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But it is nice out here. It's quiet. But it's already getting hot, though. It's already getting hot. Did you get snow, Poe?
No. Well, we're in the 50s today, so I think it was 57 today. So
is it supposed to get cold in the next couple of days? I thought I saw something about Pittsburgh's going to get some snow.
It could be. I haven't even looked, so I haven't watched any local news. I haven't looked. Been kind of busy this weekend, so just haven't been keeping up.
Yeah, but Kelly actually mentioned something about that today. She said, I think Poe's going to get some snow here shortly. I'm like, oh, I'm sure he's looking forward to that then. It's always that fine line at the end of winter, isn't it? Where you're like, I'm sick of winter, and then you get one hot day. Fuck this. What just happened? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put the snow shovel on ice melt away yet, but I was about ready to. So it's still sitting there.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite things to say when I worked up in Arkansas at the grocery store. Whether it was the middle of summer or the middle of winter, people be complaining, you know, oh, it's so dang cold. I said, just give it a couple months. You guys are all going to be complaining about how hot it is. It'll be fine. It's all going to just balance out. And it just bounced from one. It's like, I get it. There's a couple months in the spring and a couple months in the fall, and we wish it would stay that way. But guess what? It doesn't. But yeah. And what was it? Oh my gosh! How can I not think about Samuel Clemens? What's his name? Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
How could I think of his real name, but not the name everyone knows him? What did he say? If it wasn't for the weather, like 80% of conversations wouldn't happen because people just talk about the weather as a random.
Oh, I thought he said I never had friends like I did when I was 12 years old. Jesus, do any of us?
Yeah, right. That's true.
Oh, wait, that was Stand By Me.
All right. Retro Bliss mowed his grass for the first time yesterday. Oh, now it's on. It's
for
on.
The first time ever?
Ever. He couldn't see the house anymore, so he had to get out there and cut it. Yeah.
He has a great new video out, and I enjoyed that. I watched it last night about arcade ports for the 2600. So his top 25. Put a lot of work into that one. That's a good one.
Didn't they do joy for controllers too, like aftermarket controllers, or is that coming up later?
Yeah, they have. I think they're going to do another one, and all these important. Serious ones I'm not invited to. When they do Jackass of the Month, that's when I get invited on.
Nice. Yeah. That's good stuff though. Bliss has some good shows, some good stuff on there. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't get to catch it a lot of times, or I'll pop in there while I'm in the middle of other stuff and then, hang out for a few minutes and then have to bail. But of course, on the weekend, that's usually when you guys, it seems like Greg Greg always streams on the weekend when I'm at work or something. Or last night, I saw Greg was going to stream.
Yeah.
And then I put it on, and it said one waiting. And while we were getting ready for bed, and I told Kelly, I said, he has until I tell Google we're going to bed, because Google shuts off our whole house at night so we don't drain batteries. And his show never did come on before I went to bed. Did he ever go live last night?
I don't know if he did. I saw that too, and I jumped in there, and I was the only one too. And I'm like, okay, well, I had things to do.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just joking, just making jokes.
Yeah, I just got to tell you this, Bliss, and I'm going to look right in the camera for this, because this is serious. You got to be careful with that stuff, because Mike and we invited Poe like a year ago, and he hasn't left.
That won't leave.
Once he starts once he gets in the habit of showing up, it's over. You just it's like a fungus. I don't know. You just can't get rid of it.
That's squatter rights. I'm here to say stuff to Derek. Mean stuff.
That's right. Yeah. That's really why we keep Poe around. He's our muscle for when Derek gets too uppity. We stick Poe on him. We're gonna unleash the Poe. Derek types his little whatever gibberish right when I'm trying to click on a retro boys. So then I accidentally put Derek up there, and I have to take him back down. Yeah, Poe is like a bad cold.
That's right.
You got fluids coming out of all your orifices. Wait, hold on, that went in the wrong direction. Yeah. See, there goes the Discord server again. Yeah.
But lately the Discord server's been the Derek and Kaos server, so I thought the show left.
Right? Yeah. Derek. Yeah, and you got to watch out for that too, Brett Bliss. While we're giving you warnings, you can see now. Because I see Derek is doing stuff with your Discord too. He will hold that over you at any chance. When you beat him in a challenge, and you will beat him, he will come after you. See, he's admitting it. You're right. You will beat him in the challenges. That's funny. That's squatter rights, though. That's serious stuff. They ain't playing around with that stuff anymore. I don't even know why I bought a house. You just go pick one now, apparently.
You take one, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Hey, did you hear Bob and Sally? They're out of town this weekend. We're in.
You change the lock, it's yours.
They got a pool and everything. They come back, complain, they get arrested. It's great. Look at. Are you back? Are you back? Is that what you're trying to tell us, that you left? How to say you left without telling us you left? Now we got to do the welcome back Cotter again. Welcome back.
It is my life. Take out of my spot. Welcome back. What a good show.
Did you watch that show when you were young, Mike?
I don't even know what that show is.
You don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh, no. You're Who? What?
Is it before Howdy Doody or what?
Ooh. Mr. Carter.
Dude, you
don't know Barbarino? Barbarino.
Right? That's where John
Travolta.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travolta, man. And then he was Bubble Boy and whatever else he was. He was a cowboy or something.
Yeah, the boy in the plastic bubble, the urban cowboy, and
Saturday Night
Fever. But it was all started with Barbarino.
Nice.
Yeah, Vinny.
Barbarino. Come on. Freddie Boom Boom Washington.
That's right.
And Saturday Night Live did an awesome sketch years ago when Sandler was still on there. And they mixed it with Pulp Fiction, where John Travolta was the host of the show.
Nice.
And they mixed Welcome Back Kotter with With Reservoir Dogs is what it was. And they
nice.
tie Mr. Woodman up, and they're dancing around. They're going to light him on fire. Just freaking hilarious, man.
Mr.
And then
Woodman.
Lenny and Squiggy showed up in the scene too at the end. They all have guns on each other because Michael McKean was actually a regular on Saturday Night Live at the time, so they decided to throw Lenny and Squiggy in there with it. And, it was awesome.
Hey, and Michael McKean, that segues right into they're going to do another Spinal Tap movie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
There's going to be a Spinal Tap too. That should be. They're just ganging up on us now for the length of our show. I don't know if you've been reading those. That segues right into they're going to do another Spinal Tap. Wow,
That was different. There was double parts.
yeah. Where did that come from? Yeah, what did Bliss say? He can watch NCIS and then come back, and we're still going. Derek agreed, but we don't care what Derek said. And then Too True Bliss says, Mike T. They're just too. Yeah, wow. Every once in a while, I'm coming in. Where's that coming
Kitty.
from?
Kitty.
Yeah, Mike's got his cat.
Oh, maybe it's yeah. Now I'm reaching up and touching Bart.
Easy.
There, Bart, you need a hand. Kitty.
Your show just keeps getting better. Oh man, yeah, Mike, you're gonna have to go find you some episodes of Welcome Back, Cotter.
Oh man. They even had Halloween masks back in the day. Barbarino and Mr. Cotter.
Yeah. And what was his wife? Julie? Was that his wife's name?
Yeah, he always had to tell her a joke about one of his uncles or something in the very beginning of the show.
Yeah, he'd always have his joke. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great show. But yeah. When that was the 70s, right? I guess.
The 70s. Oh. My neighbor had like the little vinyl dress-up dolls. You could put the different outfits. He had some of the Welcome Back Cotter guys.
Wow.
With that, and I think they had a board game too. I can't remember what they had everything back in the day for all these shows. So. Yeah,
Derek's going to stream Idiocracy on the Discord after the show.
I love that movie. It's been a while.
It has been a while. All right. So what else we got going? Where are we at? We're at 2 hours and 3 minutes. So we got another 45 minutes to kill. One more episode of NCIS and you can come back and catch our outro.
I don't think I've ever seen any of NCIS. I know two Navy guys right here. So,
yeah.
What was the dude's name that started in those shows? He was.
I can't think of his.
He was in that summer school movie or whatever it was in the 80s. That was hilarious.
Right.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
What the heck is his name? Someone will probably Bliss will put it up before I think about it. Yeah, I don't know. I never watched an episode of that show. So
same. Haven't seen it.
I know the guy you're talking about, and I know that he was in it. Mark Harmon. But I've never watched an episode of it.
But the summer school movie is friggin' hilarious. Check that one.
Right?
The only thing I know about is the goth girl, and that's I think that's it, or is it another show? But I just remember there being a goth girl in one of the episodes or something like that. To be a hacker.
I have seen plenty of Special Victims Unit because my wife watches those over and over and over again. So Law and Order Special Victims Unit, ding ding, that's always on.
Right.
But she also still watches Maury Povich and Dr. Phil and Steve Wilkos and those shows too. So,
right. Is Maury still on? Or there that? Yeah, he's probably in the.
They're probably reruns, but
there's
that's all the episodes are.
There's more business for that now than ever.
He used to do certain shows years ago where you had to guess whether it was a man or a woman, and they kind of put a stop to those. They used to have somebody come out, and people would be like, "That's a man," and then you find out it's a woman, or "That's a woman." And I haven't seen those episodes in years, So.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Polo made it in.
Polo.
Hey, Polo.
Just saw Godzilla Con, very fun. How was your day? Our day was great. If you watch the last 2 hours and 5 minutes of our show, you'll find out. We talked about it then.
I haven't even watched the first one, the Godzilla versus Kong, from what was it, almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago? I don't remember when.
Yeah, they were good. I want to see that. Was it Godzilla -1? That one from Japan. I heard that one's really good too.
I got to find a follow-up. He's dedicated.
But listen, Mike's Gaming Gala. If I'm downstairs making a video on my iArcade, I can hear Maury Povich and Steve Wilkos and Jerry going on up to Dr. Phil, let's get real about, But then my wife will say, "Why weren't you up here watching TV with me? Why are you downstairs so long?" I'm like, I already watched all those shows back in the 90s. I don't really feel like watching them now, It's not my idea of a fun time.
Right? Yeah. Although you watch those Springer Too Hot for TV DVDs, there's some stuff there.
Springer has been passed away for a little while now, but that show is still on. She's still watching them. And Dr. Phil, he's actually been off of the air for new shows, but these are all like him hosting these recaps of his shows from years ago. I'm like, I know we watched this episode in 2007 after I got off from work. Why are we watching it again? There's no update on these people. They're all lunatics.
Right.
And half the time I get mad at Dr. Phil and not the people that are on the show. I'm like, shut up, Dr. Phil. You're rich. You don't understand these people. They're right. They're right in the way they're thinking.
Right. What cracks me up with Springer is that the Bodyguard guy got a spinoff show.
Steve, yeah.
It's like, what the heck is that? All he did was break up the fake fights, and he gets his own show. How does that work?
Steve.
Yeah. Oh, that's so hilarious. I always wonder with Springer. I always said, it's obvious that it's all set up and everything's set up. For one, they ring the bell and then they come and fight. But
and they always have certain things set up for them to fight with. Like, here's an entire wedding cake and the floor has plastic on it. What's going to happen next?
Well, my point was always, even before that, how do you do this where you're like, the wife comes in and says, "Hey, honey, you want to go on the Jerry Springer show? It's going to be me, you, and your brother." "Oh, yeah, this will be I
can't wait.
It's going to be great for me."
People in the audience, we love lesbians. I just here for my Jerry beads.
Right. But nothing ever
was that for us at home. We couldn't see anything. They got the Jerry beads.
But nothing would ever come good of your significant other inviting you onto the Springer show.
You gave me an idea. The next time I'm on Bliss's show, I'm going to say that I'm just here for my Bliss beads.
Yeah. Hey, honey, you want to go on the Jerry Springer show? It's going to be me, you, and the rest of the guys on your football team in high school. It'll be fun.
Sure. Are we proposing in this? Or what are we doing here?
Is this where we're finally getting married? Yeah. Do it. It's a race to the bottom. It is.
That's how you get ratings. The algorithm won't find me otherwise. I got to start getting sleazy.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Oh, it's getting hot out here again. All right.
You can turn on your AC. It won't bother us.
Yeah, I could. Well, the sun's down. I don't want to drain battery down. It was cloudy most of the day. Those were the bad days. Hot and cloudy. Wintertime, it's not so bad when it's cloudy because I can fire up propane heat or diesel heat or something. But, You can't run an air conditioner on anything except for, well, I could fire up a generator, and run it off of that, but that's no fun. That's no fun. But I think I'm going to head in though. We got up at 4 to go into work. It is after 8, and I got to work in the morning. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it. You guys got some final thoughts? Because I think with Greg being gone, if I leave, you guys can't end the stream, right? So it's kind of now who has the power? Yeah, because I don't know. I don't have any really final thoughts. We've been talking for 2 hours. I pretty much talked out everything I do. I wish I knew that I could probably look it up. I wish I knew the date, but keep an eye out. Zen Pinball is going to have that Pinball Bites episode where I think it's typically they have them on like Tuesday or Thursday or something like that. So maybe it'll be Tuesday. Look for that because they are going to announce a new game and some updates to FX. That's about all the news I have. Yeah, keep an eye on the channels for stuff. Mike's got a secret video he's working on, and then Ninja Gaiden after that. Poe's got a whole slew of stuff to get on the air, and yeah. And I'm gonna try to hit other nails instead of just my fingernails as much as possible next week. Getting back in my framing. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, great shirt. I got my Monty Python
Easter
rabbit shirt. It's on the back. Well, I can't turn the chair around. I don't know.
It's the holy hand grenade on the back.
Nice. Nice. I'm wearing my short pants on today. Kelly will love this. I got my short pants on with my black socks still from work.
No, I think I just stole your sack.
Yeah. Look out. Look out. No, I don't have a Zoom. You're fine. Well, I'm getting older. My sack might be laying on the ground here in a couple years.
Your Easter eggs.
No. You got to do that in the Vader no at the end of episode 3. That's not a stock. It's a space station. All right. I'm going to find the outro video, and we are going to cut out of here. And
All right.
We'll see everybody. Same bad time, same bad channel next week. Sunday night.
Get your money. Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing. All right. We're out. Peace. Wait, that's my other stuff. Peace. I don't say that here.